We're not talking about an ex. You know, there are those guys who will introduce, Mbo, an ex became a friend. We are now best friends. No.
We realize we can no longer be together.
So we are now friends. No. We are talking about you meet as friends and remain friends, become best friends. Hi Truth Fam, it's been a minute. We took a long needed break, but we are back.
Yep.
I missed you so much.
You too.
I feel like I rarely see you.
Yeah. It's been such a long time.
So how is life, babe?
Life is good. I miss you at work.
Oh, I miss you too.
Then I'm dating.
Oh, yeah.
Turns out men are not that trash after all.
I told you. There are good men out there, guys. Zed is dating. We shall have a whole episode for that. We need details.
Yeah.
Truth Fam, we need details for sure. Really?
Some.
Okay, if you're new here, my name is Dorcas.
And I'm Zahara.
Welcome to our channel. This is Camera Truth, where we have conversations about life and everything that happens around us and in between us. So if you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe, like and share our video so that you're notified every time we post. So today we have quite an interesting topic. Can you be best friends? Can you be best friends with the opposite sex? I don't know. Can you be best friends with the opposite sex?
My answer is no.
Why not?
My answer is no.
Excuse me?
How?
Why?
How are you best friends with the opposite sex?
You mean
because what? Because they're not same-sex people to be friends with.
So it's
like
just
so. I feel like it's so wrong.
So if you have a good friend that is of the opposite sex, you're like, go. We can't be close because
no. Good
I have
friend,
to be because
good
from
friend
a good
is good friend.
No,
okay,
from a
best
good,
friend is best friend.
From a good friend, you get a best friend. I think so.
All your good friends are not necessarily your best friends.
That's what I'm saying. But your best friend has become. You start from being friends, then you become a good friend, then a best friend. So you cannot chase away people of a certain sex because you're getting so close. Because I cannot have best friends who are male.
No, okay, let me just ask. Let me ask. So when you're in a relationship, is it okay for you, for your husband or your girlfriend or your wife to have a best friend of the opposite sex? Would you be okay with it?
Me, it basically depends, but I'm okay with it.
Do tell.
It depends on the trust we have with each other, with my partner. It depends on the honesty. It has to be open, an open discussion. I don't want to find you with a random babe in the band. You're like, oh, this is my best friend. I should know your best friend. Okay,
so he should introduce, hi Dorcas.
Yes.
By the way, Dorcas, meet Susanna, my best friend.
Yes,
Susanna,
and we should
meet Dorcas, my wife.
Yes, and we should have like also a sort of. We can talk. I can talk with your best friend. That's not awkward unless there is a relationship in between there. It shouldn't be awkward.
100, not 100. 99% of the time.
I doubt.
99% of the time.
I doubt.
Let me give you guys my reasons why I think someone should never have a best friend of the opposite sex.
Please.
Right? Number one. You see, before you get into a relationship, it's a bit cool, it's a bit nice.
Yeah.
I have a friend who is a good friend of mine and they're male and everything, and that's perfectly okay. When you get into a relationship, number one, that best friend of yours seems to be like the biggest critic you can ever have. Like they are your biggest critic. They are the biggest critic of the person you're dating.
The best friend?
Yes.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but
there could be good advice as well.
But not necessarily. It's 10%.
You mean, okay, let me just stop you there. You mean your best friend ideally has to criticize your partner? It can also be good advice.
I'm not saying they have to. And I'm saying the 10, like out of 100% of people who have best friends of the opposite sex, 10% of them actually do not negatively critique the person they're trying to date.
And the 90% critique.
The 90%
I
critique.
doubt. We need to do
The
a
90
proper study. I doubt.
The 90% critique. The 90% critique, because they'll always feel like they can help you size up a person who is befitting for you.
So,
you know, like they'll always go like, Zahra, I don't think the guy is good for you.
So your issue...
He's this, he's that, he's this, he's that.
Your issue is that
And
you're
it's not
being
really-
insecure about what the other person will say
It
about
breeds-
you.
It's not about me being insecure, but it does breed up insecurities.
No,
It does breed up, it most of the time does breed up insecurities.
Babe,
Either
today
for
I don't
you
agree
or
with
for
you.
your partner. That's number one. Number two, imagine, okay, personally, I like those lives of mine to be separate. Alright?
Your
I
friends
like my
and
friends,
your
you know, to be a
relationship.
bit, yes, like in a way separate. And then I'd also want my relationship with my husband to be a bit separate, right? But now imagine that they hang out.
No, not necessarily hang out. When I say that we should be open and I should know your best friend, I don't want them to be my friend. But I need to know them. Like, if my husband had a friend, first of all, there should be boundaries. I don't want you hanging out in...
But there are no boundaries with best
no,
friends.
they are there.
There are no boundaries
That's
with
the
best
whole
friends.
point of
No.
creating a
There are no
platonic good relationship.
It is not possible.
It is possible
to have a boundary with the best friend, because this is what you're doing.
Guys,
you are telling your husband, how to be friends with his best friend.
No, it's
exactly what you're trying to do.
It's the right way to be friends. If you're in a relationship or you're married, you're not going to hang out at the babe's place in the night because you're friends.
But best friends can do that.
No, they don't. If they should. No, let me tell you. Even for your, let me tell you. Even just a relationship. When I introduce my husband to you, we can hang out. I can go out with you every day if we wanted for 7 days a week.
Perfect.
But when I tell you, Zara, I'm married, I have to get home to my child, you have to know. You say, now, Dorcas, there has to be a time limit. There has to be. But we are friends. Don't friends do that?
No.
But you should
We are friends.
create boundaries for you to allow the relationship to go on and also the other relationship to grow.
Okay, so Dorcas, let me give you an example, right?
Shoot.
We're best friends,
Uh-huh.
right? We can easily take a trip out of town together.
Uh-huh.
So I imagine a scenario,
Uh-huh.
yeah? You're calling Mr. and telling him, hi, I'm going to be out with Samuel for this weekend. Oh, we're going to Holima. That's what best friends do.
No.
You
That's what I'm
cannot
trying to
possibly
say.
have that kind of relationship.
No, that's what I'm trying
Because
to
then
say.
you see, if at all your husband says, no, Dorcas, you cannot do that.
Yes, that's what
you know
I'm
what
trying-
he's doing? He's actually overstepping his boundary
no,
as a
no,
husband
no,
and then
no.
overstepping his boundary as your best friend.
No.
Like, those are two, I just feel like they cannot mix.
They
and
can
match.
mix.
You
That's
just
why I'm
cannot
telling
have
you,
it.
there should be rules. For you to have, yes, there should be rules when you have a best friend. Have a discussion with your partner. There should be rules that you should all abide to. Yes, when you have
when you have rules,
yes,
when you have
if
rules,
you want to make it
it's
work,
no longer a best friend relationship.
it is.
It is not a
It
best friend
is.
relationship.
Let me tell you, because you know
Give
you
me
can
an example.
develop.
Do you have a
feelings.
male best friend? Do you have a male best friend?
At one point, I had a male best friend, but we
how
grew
was-
up.
and how
No,
did
we
that
grew
go?
up, but he's still my close friend. My husband knows him. They talk, but we are close, but not. I can just say, I'm going to take a trip with him to Hoima.
Well, that's what best friends do.
No.
Well, I mean, why are you
no,
choosing?
they
That's what
should
best friends do.
Even him, when he has this relationship, I know, like, there are certain things I don't talk about with him anymore.
Then what's
You'll
the point
introduce-
of having him as your best friend if there are things you cannot don't talk about
No,
because
out
you're in a
of-
relationship
out
with
of
somebody?
respect.
Then it no longer. My point is this, Dorcas, that
It
if
is.
at all you're best friends with somebody,
No.
you are in a space where you can share whatever, talk about whatever. Now, the moment you start to segregate and say, okay, now let me discriminate this kind of information from him. Oh my God, it's respectful. Oh my God, now my husband will think ABC. Once you start to put a bit of constructive things into it,
Let me tell
it
you.
becomes something else completely.
Yes, and
It
that's
becomes
what
a good friend that
makes,
still keep.
That's what makes the relationship good.
What
You should-
relationship?
The best friend relationship good.
No.
Let me tell you, we're not going to agree. We've clearly said that we have different views on this.
No, but it's okay.
We are not going to agree. But
Okay, give me the reasons. Okay.
Why?
Why
Yeah.
do you think it's good? Why do
Let
you
me
think
tell
it's
you,
okay
they are-
to have a male
Yes.
and a best friend of the opposite sex?
There are things I get to There are views I get from him that I cannot get from my female best friend. I would want a guy's view. I would want a guy's view on certain things, and I cannot ask my partner about it. But I can ask my best friend about it.
Granted.
Who is a guy? And he'll give me an open, honest view. You see, I ask guys, we take,
Granted.
I may not get that
guy
view from
wants you for himself. That's a disclaimer.
Yes.
That's a very big disclaimer.
Yes, let me tell you.
Because
if he wants to actually listen to something of Steve Harvey, he said that he doesn't have any female best friends. But the only reason that people who have best friends like are surviving is that because the Bebas clearly stated that there's nothing emotional or sexual that is going to happen here. So the guy sticks around for the sake of I'm hoping one day.
Thank you. Now you're coming closer to my side.
You change your mind. I listen to him, but I don't agree with him.
Okay, fine. No,
if you've clearly stated with your best friend that actually most best friends you see that are female and male, I've had that conversation of that. There's nothing sexual that is going to happen here.
So why you have a conversation if you're not worried about
because let me tell you, you actually some of them have even developed feelings, but they sit down and analyze the advantages of being friends.
That right there is the problem. That right there is the problem. Someone has started to have feelings. Doctors, let me tell you something about women. Women are not like men, right? Women, when they get attracted to somebody, it starts emotionally, and then once that person is, emotionally how? They feel safe with the person. They feel like they can say whatever they want, so they feel protected in a way internally with their emotions and everything. They feel comfortable around this person. Now, once a woman feels comfortable around you to that extent, you have a footprint in her brain. You get it? So at any one point, because a best friend is someone you're going to go to for comfort. Okay? I mean, your husband is going to say something, I don't know, maybe
and
bad,
I need someone to talk to about this.
Exactly. Now it's going to be your best friend, right? You're so comfortable around him. Just get into his arms and cry.
No.
Young
lady, let me stop you right there.
Just one second. Just 1 second. Because of all those things, once a woman, once a guy is imprinted into her brain, anything can happen from there. Everyone has a weakness, and at your point of weakness, that is when something can happen. Okay? Someone can literally, that's the opportunity.
No.
And I feel like,
but do you
how you're roasting your meat on the charcoal stove,
and
you
then
keep salting, you keep seasoning,
you marinate.
That's how opposite sex best, relationships are.
Let me tell you, do you believe feelings can go away? Are there people you had feelings for in the past that you don't feel anything about them right now?
It's true.
And they didn't do anything wrong.
No, 100% granted. So
let me tell you. First of all, let me tell you. You're talking about marinating relations. All those emotions can go. And by the way, we are talking about a friend, we're not talking about an ex. There are those guys who will introduce an ex became a friend. We are now best friends. No.
We realize we can no longer be together.
So we are now friends. No. We are talking about you meet as friends and remain friends, become best friends, become good friends. They become even your maid of honor. Stroke your... When the guy is now what it becomes the best man or your groom. Best man is for the guy. Best, I don't know, for the guy. Yes. There are those friends that can stick around, be happy for you with your partner. They are there. They are a small percentage, and I support 5%. Them. I still give. They are there. Let me tell you, the opposite sex best friends, they'll give you, first of all, I'd already said that view of a guy and wife.
If they're genuine, we're talking about now that 5% out of 100%. We're talking about that 5% who are genuinely your friends because they are your friends, not because
they're expecting you someday to realize.
I've been in this scenario before.
You have?
I have.
Oh. You had a best friend.
No,
But were you in a relationship then?
No, I was not in a relationship. I wasn't in a relationship then. But this person was really, really, really my good friend. Right? But then I realized, and so was I on their side as well. But then I realized over time, we found ourselves
In situations.
critiquing.
Yeah.
No, not in situations of.
I thought you found yourself in situations of marinated meat. And you're like, you know what?
How do I know her again? I don't know how I know her. Those are not the situations. I mean, we found ourselves in situations whereby maybe like we all wanted to date, you know, at a point where we wanted to date other people. Not date other people. Point where we wanted to date people.
you guys are already dating.
Listen, listen. Wait. Sorry. Date people. Yeah? But we found ourselves critiquing.
Yeah,
that
that's
person.
natural.
You get it?
Uh-huh.
Exactly. So when somebody starts to critique in a negative way, it was always, I don't think he's good for you.
Yeah.
I think he's this. I think you deserve better. I think you deserve this. I think you deserve this. Why? Because this person sees you in a whole different light. So they don't even allow you to try something.
Yeah.
You get it?
But you see,
So it can be positive.
yeah.
But at the same time, it can be negative.
No, but
Yeah?
then you should have had a
Can't be
conversation
negative.
with the person. You should have had a conversation with him and told him, you know what, I need to explore. I need to date, and you cannot
But you
always
see,
come
when
with
you're-
comments. No, that's the
But
whole
see,
point of
sometimes
being
when you
friends.
have a best friend, they
You
are
just
like
believe
strictly
them?
like an influencer
No.
into your life.
No.
They could influence particular decisions of your life. So for me, I really strongly,
kept on accepting
I
every advice.
strongly do not support. Okay? If you are out there and you have a friend with the opposite sex and you are a best friend, a best friend, not just friend, a best friend to the opposite sex, this is a litmus test for you.
Uh-huh.
Look within yourself
Uh-huh.
and ask yourself, given the opportunity,
To date.
will I have sex with this person? Firstly, even just have sex with this person. Or secondly,
No,
even
but-
date them. No, wait, just even date them. Because most times when people have best friends of the opposite sex, they can actually date them. And most times they use them as a comparison.
Zed.
They use them as a comparison to who their actual chick is.
No, Zed, that's
That's
not
number
fair.
one. So you need to ask
That's
yourself.
not fair.
No, you need to ask yourself that question.
No,
If you
okay.
pass that
Uh-huh.
litmus test,
Uh-huh.
and you passing means, Dorcas, that
That's not
you are
fair.
saying no, I can't date this person. I cannot have
No,
sex with
that's
this
not
person.
fair.
Because you must.
No, that's not fair because
How much
in
are
the
you
world, that litmus test applies to the whole world.
No.
If you just stood here, you
No.
mean okay, your current boyfriend, is he the only person you can date in this world?
Currently, I mean, I was single. He's the only man for me.
No, that's not fair.
He's the only
That's
man
not
for
fair.
me.
We
Otherwise, I would
often-
have had a boyfriend before him, but I
No.
didn't.
But you had before him.
No, like I mean, like I would have had a boyfriend, like I would not have met him.
No,
Like,
but
I
you would have dated
I would
before.
be dating someone.
Yes.
And they were not for me. That's why we split.
Okay, but babe, no, that's not fair. That litmus test is not fair because in the whole world right now, even not just my friends, there could be other people. You mean
One person has feelings for the other person.
No, not necessarily.
Okay? It's either they're trying to suppress them, or they're trying to feel like, oh, I'm cool. I have a
No.
best friend who's of the opposite.
Let me
sex.
tell you, when you have
It's
a best,
okay,
when you have a
it's
best
fine,
friend,
it's
you
anything
first of all
now.
have to be honest about your feelings. You should know.
How many of them are honest?
The good friends, the
Sometimes-
good relationships
sometimes
are honest.
Many
You have
people
to
are
be
not
honest
Dorcas.
and say, I don't have feelings for this person, and he's my friend, and we are going to be friends.
You have to tell yourself that, or you have to be
No,
honest.
you have to be honest about yourself. That's the litmus test.
That's not
That
the
is
litmus
the genuine test.
No.
You have to say, do I like this person? If you realize you like that person, that is not an honest best friendship relationship. That's a whole situationship
No.
that will not survive if you're in a relationship.
Most times it doesn't.
No,
I'm telling
most
you.
times they do survive,
Most
and
times.
they make the
20
best.
years down the road, 30 years down the road. Actually, maybe 30, even 30, no, because I know situations, no. 40, maybe 50, like when you're all
No,
grey and
no.
walking on sticks,
No.
they will survive. But when you're
I
still,
don't agree.
when you're young, yeah.
So
you're
let me
30,
ask you
40.
something. If your
Midlife crisis is real.
if your partner came to you right now, he has a friend who is a lady.
A lady friend is fine.
Eventually I'm coming. Eventually they become very close and they become best friends.
Why?
Nothing.
Why are
Because
they becoming? I don't know. Why?
You don't understand.
situation.
Why am I? I'm so
You're the people I expect you to be my best
What
friend.
are you talking about? Me alone.
No, that's not fair. They become best friends.
Okay.
You're going to tell him that, please, leave that babe. Stop before you become too close.
No, I cannot tell him stop before you become too close.
But they become,
No, but that's the thing.
Like
You
there's
knew
a person
somebody
they
before.
trust. Yeah, they trust them to give them
means they are good
financial
friends.
advice. They are very good
It
friends.
means they are good
They
friends, and
become
that's okay.
best
I have-
friends. Yes, they
That's
become.
fine. No, they
Also,
can't
that's-
become best friends. I don't know. I understand how.
No,
how
let me
good
tell
friends
you.
become best friends.
A
You have
best
been good friends for
No,
10
no,
years.
Zed,
and then
you
all of a sudden
think
you want to become
all of
their
a
best friend.
sudden
No.
Zed, you think all of a sudden you just say, oh, we are best friends. It's a relationship. It grows. You become friends. You become good friends. Then you become best friends. So your partner today with his good friend can easily become a best friend.
No.
What will you say?
Nothing.
No. What will you do?
This relationship cannot hold. Best friend
cannot-
relationship? No.
No, it can't survive.
It cannot.
No.
I do not understand it. I am
Why?
sorry.
Me, I think
do
it's
not
okay.
understand
I think
it.
it's okay as long as both you and your partner, not even with your best friend, have a conversation, set clear boundaries. Talk not of those things we are going to Hoima for a week with my best friend. We are going to book one room. What's that? Clearly, that's a whole. Even you yourself, that's not a best friend. Those are friends with benefits.
But that's what best friends
No, that's
do.
not what. No.
Okay. Doctors, you and I wake up in the morning
No.
and we're saying, hi Zed,
Let's go
want
on
to.
a trip.
Yes. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Hi Doctors, man, can you imagine?
No.
I fought with my boyfriend. He
Yeah.
did ABCD.
So we need to go.
Now
out.
you see, that's already
No.
a boundary that you're crossing, okay? Because
No,
here you
no,
are,
no, no,
Doctors,
no, no,
you're
no,
telling
no,
your
no,
best
no,
friend,
no.
a Muslim, which name should I use? Let's say Ibra.
Uh-huh.
You're telling your best friend Ibra,
Mm-hmm.
but can you imagine Ibra? My husband yesterday night is what, this, that.
No, you don't have.
Ibra's gonna tell you, he did what? Oh my god.
Trust
No,
me,
no,
you
no,
need
no.
you need
Or what?
someone
It is only if Ibra is a very
honest.
genuine
Without-
person and is not keeping you on the barbecue plate. That's
Waiting
maybe going
to
to tell you, I
marinate.
think maybe you
You overstepped with that.
or
yeah,
maybe
something.
this is what you should do, or maybe guys don't like this or like that. And I'm saying it would be okay if those are available,
They are
which in
there.
my opinion,
You're saying
out of
they're not
100
there.
they're like 5%
No.
or 4% of best
I think
friend
they're like
opposite sex,
40%.
but no.
I think they're like 40%.
No.
Guys, let me tell you, even in this world, the modern world, you're not going to survive if you have that mindset of best. Let me tell you, things. Do you know what your best friend can do for
I'm
you? Your
listening.
male best friend.
I'm listening. Please tell me.
can just get you shares in
But he
in
cannot-
Tesla.
He cannot. This is my good friend as well. I cannot-
No. Your
What?
good friend wouldn't.
But he would be my good friend.
He wouldn't.
Why does he have to wait for best friend status?
Because now
Before you can be
you've
before you can buy me
become
shares in Tesla.
very, very, very close, and you've crossed a certain. You are best
Shares
friends.
in Tesla
Shares.
situation.
That's not a situationship. Or tomorrow can offer your husband a job.
Now that's something. Now
Yes,
you
you see?
No, but see, that is the 4% of which.
No,
of
that's the
which,
40%.
Of which I know
Yeah.
that my husband
Uh-huh.
will definitely decline on that job.
Then he is sick.
If he
Why?
thinks that there is something going on, and of which most of the time
They will
people
think
are
so.
insecure, like just like
No.
that.
That's,
me, I wouldn't.
that's not fair. I wouldn't even like to be with a partner that would always think that my best friend is after something.
Just don't
We're
have a
not
male-
going to grow.
Just
don't
have a male best friend.
No,
Just have
that's
a male best friend.
that's not fair, guys. I'm not going to push away all my close friends that are becoming
They can be
best
close
friends.
and good
Listen,
friends
they're on
to
a
you.
journey. They're on a journey.
Is that the only journey? It can stop somewhere.
Or it can continue.
Right.
Or it can continue.
No.
A good
Continue
journey
your best
always
friend
has.
relationship with your husband. Continue your best friend relationship with your husband. I do not see
No,
why.
no. Not
Why
all.
it has to
Let
be
me tell you,
someone else.
not all have the luxury of having their partner as their best friend. That's the ideal. Then you see why they say actually.
Thank you for
That-
saying that that's the ideal.
That's the ideal situation, yes, but it may not happen. It may not happen, and you can have a best friend of the opposite sex that is good, that can offer your husband a job tomorrow when he has no job,
And I'm
your
saying-
husband will be intelligent enough not to decline the job because he needs to buy me some Gucci bags. Because otherwise, if you decline a job from my best friend and tomorrow you're hustling, you'll just be stupid.
But many guys would be insecure with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Just like I think
we needed a guy's view on this, actually.
Yeah, but just like I think how women would also be a bit insecure. I think most of them would agree with me. A bit insecure. Like, I do not see how my husband, okay, has a best friend who is female. First and foremost, I know definitely he'll be comparing us. Because by the time by the time he has a best friend who is female, he feels comfortable around that person. Right?
It doesn't mean he's going to compare you. That's not fair.
Unintentionally, Dorcas, they do.
You guys.
Unintentionally, they do, okay? Because here there is Zahara, a very amazing babe, beautiful as she is, okay? And then there is a guy who is saying, okay,
my best friend is
Zahara. Yeah, and maybe he's dating someone else. There's definitely bound to be a bit of insecurity. Because hey, I'm going to call him at midnight.
Guys.
I'm going to call him at whatever time.
No.
I'm going to say, hey,
bestie,
let's hang out tonight.
Zed.
Hey,
this world has put very little hope in men.
Those are the issues.
We've made them think that they are very, I don't know, fragile. No, but
it applies to women.
But even women can be secure. That's what I'm saying. If you have the right trust with your partner and set the right boundaries, that relationship of a best friend can survive even when they're in a relationship.
And I'm saying, when you think about setting a boundary, that is no longer a best friend relationship. So I think it can't work.
Okay, guys, I think this has been a debate. Clearly. We've just it has clearly just been a debate, but we'd like to hear from you what you think. Can
please tell us
relationship survive when your partner has a best friend of the opposite sex?
Yeah,
I think they can, and it can be a very good one at that.
And I think they cannot.
Let's not get back to it. I was going to say no.
Let's just agree to disagree, guys. Thank you for being with us today. Please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Please like this video. Most importantly, tell us in the comments what you guys think.
Yeah.
You know my stand.
Like to hear
you
your
know her
view,
stand. Please let us know. I know there are people out there that have this kind of dilemma.
Yes.
And I know maybe there could be couples arguing over you have a female best friend, you have a male best friend, etc.
My advice there would
maybe
be
give us your advice. Yeah, in the comments. So please talk to your partner.
Yeah.
And I would say just don't even have that situationship in the beginning. Yeah, so tell us in the comments. Thank you so much. See you in the next one.
We love you. Bye.